Welcome back to Streamline Entertainment. We're going to get into a point that Jean brought up, full member. She says, why didn't they trace all the transactions in Jay's bank and ask them when they seen Jay? That's a very, very good point, tying up obviously Jay's transactions with when they saw Jay, just in case someone else wasn't using Jay's bank account without him there, technically saying. Then I remembered this. An interesting private message was Brandon using his phone in the club to transfer money. Have a listen to this, people. And I completely forgot about this video. Hey, welcome back to Streamline Entertainment. It is Marlon speaking. We're just going to get straight into the private message that came to me. And what I'll do, it is someone, Justice for Jay. And it was a private messenger who said, take a look at Brandon's phone. You see people filming the party, but has anyone got any idea what app Brandon's using? He certainly isn't filming. I came across this from a while back. This supports the money and mule theory. Was Brandon in the club when he found out Jay's card was blocked? It seems arrogant, but they are all arrogant. Brandon has been fully protected throughout. We don't know where he stayed or where he has been since. His mother also protected him. I honestly forgot about that message because it makes a lot of sense. If you remember the two girls that wanted to buy a pill off Lucy or a couple of pills off Lucy, and they were told to pay into Jay's bank account. And little Miss Vodka was actually talking about that some months ago as well. But obviously, were Lucy and Brandon sort of doing the same thing, doing transactions through basically Jay's bank account? That's a possibility, or transferring money to his bank account so it wouldn't look hot. Was it that, or was it to get it into trouble? Because, like I said, what obviously Jean said is, wow, wouldn't the police wouldn't have some kind of timeline into Jay's bank account being used? Or didn't the family really look into it? That is kind of bizarre because, like I said, you've got two eyewitnesses basically saying, look, we bought pills off Lucy. She said to pay it into this account, and it was Jay's account. The girls were talking to, messaging Little Miss Vodka, and it was definitely Jay's account number and sort code and his name. So that actually went through. But that is odd why there wasn't a police investigation there into his phone. And obviously the bank surely would have contacted the police and saying, hey, there's something weird going on here. Isn't that strange? The little points were actually picking up on basically what might have happened to Jay and his bank account. It's never even been talked about. And like I said, these are crucial points. In someone was, like I said, was he, obviously I do think he did let his friends pay money to his bank account. But what happened, like I said, when obviously he couldn't get money out, he tried to withdraw money and he couldn't do it. What happened after that? I think timeline is very, very important. And these things should be brought up by the family, who basically should have wanted to know about, was Jay's account being sort of fraudulently, people fraudulently using it because he was forced to do that. These are sort of things that should have been looked at, which was never ever brought up, which is really, really scary and bizarre for the next person that goes out to Tenerife and they're forced to do something like this. And the Guardia Civil don't seem to really give a toss that if it seems like to me with the Guardia Civil, if it's to do with rugs, then they're not really, really interested what implications it has on them and what implications it has on the family, which is really, really, really sad. Their motto is basically, you got yourself involved in it, you got yourself beat up, you got yourself killed, that's your fault. We'll just pick up the pieces and write a quick report. Let me know what you think, people, because like I said, that is a good question by the Streamliner.